I'm Jason Morrow. I'm an internist. I practice internal medicine. I specialize in palliative care, and that's what I've been doing here in San Antonio for about 11 years now. I get to do lots of things related to ethics teaching and advocacy here on campus, and I'm the co-module director for this course, Medicine Behavior Society, with my partner, Dr. Sylvia Botros-Bray. And for the past 2 weeks, we've been talking about social determinants of health. We've emphasized the importance of health literacy and helping patients and communities access information that can help them improve their own lives and their own health. We've talked about how poverty strains cognition, how having modest means and having obstacles to employment, to transportation, to healthy food can strain other aspects of life, so that people who are dealing with the stress of poverty and low income actually have this cycle of escalating trouble maintaining their own health. One problem begets another.
So I am a mother of a 15-year-old daughter, and then we're really struggling right now to get enough food and to pay for utilities and to pay for housing. I was gonna sell some of our appliances, but they're not taking anything. I guess I'll go home and wait for my husband to bring home some cash.
This simulation is an immersive experience where students play a role within a family.
Oh yeah, we're trying to get groceries, make ends meet. It's a tough situation, but like I said, Grandpa's kind of taking care of it. So I'm just worrying about going to school, being a good 7-year-old today.
In the exercise, they have to survive and try to thrive with low income and limited resources.
Hey, how many passes do you need for work the whole time?
5 for work.
So you need 10 more?
Oh, damn, okay. In order to determine your continued eligibility for assistance, it's necessary that you report to our office this week to meet with a caseworker.
What does this mean?
We lose the disability.
Yeah, we lose
hours.
disability, we lose the food stamps if you don't show up.
And it's got some game-like elements in the sense that students and their families in their roles, they're given money, they're given some assets. They're also given and assigned a job, or whether they go to school or whether they have a disability. Around the room are 17 resource centers, each played by a volunteer, like an educator or staff on campus. And you've got the grocery store, you've got the employer, you've got the jail, you've got the quick cash, you've got the loan, you've got social services, you've got a church, you've got a community resource center. And we don't tell the students what's available at all these places, but they have to learn, as people in real life have to learn, what a social worker can offer them, what the community resource center can offer them, what the church might be able to offer them.
I'll give you a little bit of cash to help you get by. And have you been referred to any other agencies?
I'm not. I tried to go to social services. They said they couldn't do anything for me.
Okay.
So
then let me try one more. It's called Community Action Network, and so I'll refer you to them, see what they can do for you.
okay.
It's one thing to read about how poverty strains cognition. It's another thing to spend 2 hours running from one side of the room to the other so you could try to pay your utility bills, not get evicted, and make sure your child has some sort of supervision. A lot of these students, of course, they've faced this in real life, but they haven't applied it through the lens of being a professional. Professionalism means you can't cross boundaries, and you need to have a certain sort of composure and comportment with moral norms. It's also about maintaining that sense of inspiration, that sense of calling to meet the needs of the people in front of you. Our patients can tell when we're listening. They can tell when we're present or when we're distracted. So empathy means being attuned in the moment, and if you're not picking up on the clues, at least using your imagination to imagine what that person might be experiencing before they came into the room and after they leave the room. And that's really what we've been doing and will continue to do in the module.
So it's just a simulation, and we're enjoying it, but in the real world, it's much different. These people truly struggle every week making ends meet. So getting a little bit of insight into what that life looks like is eye-opening.
Some of us have no clue what the other side of our society lives like, and this is a really important, I think, activity. Being able to see, I guess, how the uncertainty that people in a lot of these, impoverished situations feel, it helps, I guess, give some perspective on what our future patients might be experiencing at home and would help us, I guess, treat them better.
It feels good when the students give us the feedback that they were enlightened about those very practical challenges people face in their daily lives. So if you have empathy towards the stressful lives that people lead and how they're really just trying to take care of themselves the best they know how, then that means that you'll offer more comprehensive services. You'll think about the experience as more than just writing the prescription or throwing a stitch or applying a Band-Aid. It's more about the relationship and the ongoing communication. When you have a role play exercise, you really want students to engage, and I see that routinely, which speaks to their professionalism, which, not for nothing, is one of the main themes of the course.